Been staring in the mirror trying to find a reflection of the exception to any kind of conception. Confessing I got the essence illuminated, fluorescent, finessing, forever stressing the problems in my possession. Potentially I could be one of the greatest poets living. My lack of confidence and compliments the former artists I compose at the symposium. In control of the podium, passive aggressive opinions never make a difference. So I just try to lament it. My flow is all the cement, but the fact that I will write into the page begins to glisten. Convincing people to listen. For instance, my intuition is telling me throw my caution to the wind with inhibitions. In addition to attrition, confirming any suspicion that my vision was conflicted by a minor contradiction, and my mission was affected by an ingenuous message to tell me that I'm impeccable rapping like a professional. Words they use to deceive. I need a moment to breathe. I got voices in my head and they're refusing to leave. They're all speaking at once. My brain is so overpopulated. Pick the pen up, put it to the page. Discombobulated. Failure's not an accident. It's actually an action. It's the act of having opportunities and passing with a lack of passion. You relaxing to imagine what you fabricated. Fascinating. While you take a break, I'm on the sideline, salivating, aggravated, dedicated, talking like you in a position to really regulate it. Records never resonated. This track is a revelation, amazing, legend.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? Jumpman Chris here. We come back at y'all with another vid. What we have it today? Bam! That's right. These are the Fear of God oatmeals. Girl, you thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. No, but for real, yeah, I believe this is the oatmeal colorway. Fear of God ones. This is the first silhouette model that they have, and I did have the black ones, which is, to me, that's the GOAT, and it's pretty similar quality and pretty like very similar materials, as in like the mesh material here. I believe the light bones was all it was like suede leather, whatever you want to call it, just this like this material right here, basically. But all in all, man, these things are actually okay. Definitely the Fear of God shoes. It's a required taste. Not everybody's gonna like it. It's definitely kind of hard to pull off, to be honest, especially this colorway. But it's still, you know, it's a crazy looking shoe, to be honest. It's I believe this was predominantly supposed to be designed as a basketball shoe, but you know, us hype beasts, you know, we gotta rock it just for, because it's, you know, it's hype. But yeah, this is one of the Fear God's collabs with Nike. They have a couple models, and this is, like I said, this is one of the first ones. They had a whole bunch of colorways that looks pretty similar to this. Like these looks pretty similar to the light bones, except the light bones is a little bit lighter, of course. But these things here, yeah, it's okay, it's cool. It's, you know, I like everything about it. It's just that, like I said, it's kind of hard to pull off. One of these things here, I mean, you can pull it off. This is more like a fall shoe to me, just because it's like a boot almost. But yeah, it's not that hard to actually wear, like say a Jordan 1 and Yeezy. This is kind of like, you know, you gotta put some thought into the fit for these things. But I'll definitely say the design, you know, the craftsmanship, the quality of the shoe is definitely A1. I mean, it's something different. You know, I can appreciate something like that. It's definitely different. But, you know, it's a little, it's kind of out there. But anyway, guys, let's just go ahead. Let's jump into this review real quick. Let's take a look. Let's give it a little quick 360 of this shoe. It's a lot of details, a lot of things to go over with. This little toe box material here, if you guys can see, look, it's like this suede leather material. Very nice, very smooth, good quality. And if you can see the little toe cap here, it is that 3M material. And then if you guys can see the upper here, it's this like mesh like material throughout onto the top of the whole upper piece. It does come along with this real thick round laces, rope laces throughout. It goes through like how you guys can see, and you have this little cage here on the side. You see a little Nike swoosh here, and these cages hold the laces to the sides. And yes, if you guys can see, and you have your little Nike logo on the back of the heels. If you guys can see, it has a little zipper on the back for when, you know, it's like I said, it's a very high shoe, so it keeps your ankles in place. It has this little like that suede leather material inside, and inside it has a little air Fear of God. Inside the insole, you guys do have it right here, and it has like this little numbering 6, 10, 24, 25 on the insole. It's a little pink color insole. I forgot what that number means. And then inside the insole, you guys can see it has like this little, definitely very heavily padded inside the shoe. I guess it has like, what's it called, like that air packed inside. Yeah, it's has a little. Then moving on to the midsole here, it has this real thick midsole, and there's this clear milky midsole, as you guys can see. like the numbering here on the side, if you guys can see that. Not sure if the camera can pick it up, but yes, it does have little it says air, fear of God, and a couple numbers here. I believe this is the dog tag of Jerry's grandfather, I believe. And you have this little thick air bubble on the sides, and you guys see on the bottoms here, yes, has a little Nike swoosh air pocket. And yeah, look at this crazy little outsole, milky, translucent. And you guys can see on the back of the heels here, it does says fear of God. And before I start off with the shoes, I gotta talk about the big old yellow box you guys can see. It does come with another dust bag, and it does has like this air fear of God signature on the dust bag, and also it has another little bit more extra goodies here. I believe it's a hang tag and some extra lacing as well. I'm not gonna open it because these things are ready to let go. So yeah, man, these are some crazy shoes, man. If you guys were lucky to get these things, I got very lucky on the Nike stickers drawing. It was based, you know, the raffles. I've never won on one of those things, the drawings, and yeah, I just entered in just one time, didn't think I was even gonna win, then all of a sudden, bam, got 'em, and very, very blessed for that thing. But these were actually pretty hard to get, I believe. I mean, the only places that I actually got these things for like for like foot size, so I think it was Foot Action, or no, it was Foot Locker in Chicago was one of the areas that I know about. But also a couple of local sneaker boutiques was actually getting these things. Yeah, so yeah, these things were actually pretty limited and pretty hard to get. But these things did retail for about $350 plus tax. It ended up to be like $370. So already the retailing these things is actually pretty crazy. So the reselling these things as of right now, it's, I mean, compared to other, you know, fear of gods, they're really kind of not that much. Right now they're only going for about $500, so it's about like $250 or $150 to like $120 over retail, which isn't really too crazy, you know, considering this is fear of God shoe. Because the retail on these things are actually pretty high, people are dumping these things for trying to take whatever it is. I mean, I'm seeing prices right now for about $500 to about $480, around that range. Eventually this shoe will go up. It will go up. I say it'll probably end up going up for about, I'm talking about my size, most likely in the 550 to about 600 range. And these things here, I believe it will probably most likely do the same. So if you get these things for retail, either you pretty much gotta either dump it now or wait a little bit and make a couple extra, a little bit more. But will these things go really high, like how the originals, like the black ones and the light bones, will they go to like 900, 700? I don't know. I kind of seriously doubt that. But now a lot of people want to ask about the sizing. Yes, these things do run a little big. So if you're a size 9, I do recommend you getting probably like a size 8.5. So go about a half size down. If not, if you're worried about it because you got to get it for the resale market, go, you know, it's fine. You can go ahead and get it true to size. There will be a little bit of room though. I'm just letting you guys know because it is, I don't know, they just run kind of big, man, and it's kind of crazy. My goodness, these things are so hard to get in, especially at this part right here. Once you finally get your foot in, it's, you know, because right up in here, it like holds your foot in. You gotta like really get, you know, try to get in there. So these shoes here, they are not, you know, big man, big ankle, big wide feet friendly. Like, you know, even for me, I have a kind of narrow feet, and it's even tough for me, just saying. So I mean, I'm getting a little bit of question, and even for me, that I think, are they killing the fear of God model? Like seriously, within this whole year, how many models have we got of these things of just different colors? I think it's like 4 or 5, maybe 6 colorways alone, you know. And not only that, they got other models of fear of gods. You got the Rays, the moccasins, which is basically a bomb. Like, no one really wants those things. Those are actually going for under retail. And same thing with the Rays. They're not even going that much either as well. But for the ones, they still got some resale value, and, you know, just some value to it anyways. But I mean, are they pumping out too much? Are they pumping out too many? Like, you know what I mean? Like, usually with this type of you know, collab and silhouette, like, you don't get that many you know, colorways and releases like this. But, you know, that's just me. I mean, the hype is not nearly as much when when they first made the announcement and collabed and stuff like that. I mean, I'm sure in some areas still pretty hyped up about the Fear of Gods, but to me it's just kind of like, it's cool, it's whatever. But I'm not that crazy hype on it. But don't get me wrong, it's still hyped, and it still has a little bit of resale value, and they're still gonna sell out. I mean, it's also because it's kind of limited, but these things here, they're cool. I mean, out of the whole pack, I say, or out of the whole Fear of God one silhouette, the best one, I give this probably at least top 3, maybe top 4. It's the goat, the black, the no light bones. I don't really like the greens or the orange, so this will probably have to be top 3. Okay, I like these better than the other crazy colorways. Guys, let me know what you guys think about these Fear of God oatmeal colorway. Thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. Let me know what you guys think about these things. Do you like them or not? Were you able to cop, or are you gonna cop for resale? Wherever the case may be, let me know. Comment down below, and if you guys don't mind, please hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if it's your first time here. Comment down below, and please hit that bell for all the notifications for when I do drop vid, guys. Right? And also, please follow me on all my social medias at JumpermanChris on IG. Sometimes I'm on Twitter, and don't forget Snapchat. Anyway, guys, I'm JumpermanChris. Peace.